Lens mates, welcome back to Hannah's Lens. So, it's World Breastfeeding Week, and I've been reflecting deeply. As a mother of three, this week stirs a lot in me: joy, gratitude, but also sadness and empathy. Breastfeeding is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it is also deeply complex. It's about more than just milk. It's about systems, circumstances, and support, or the lack of it. I've lived through both ends. With my firstborn, I breastfed 2 full years. I had a solid support system, thank God, and I enjoyed it. It was always my desire as someone who believes deeply in the benefits of breastfeeding. But with my second, I managed 14 months. I was aiming for 2 years again, but guess what? Baby number three had already sent in their RSVP. I was expectant and exhausted and still breastfeeding, up to 7 months in. Yes, you heard me right. Ladies, if you know, you know. That combo is not a joke. And then came my third. Only managed 5 months. Not by choice, but because life happens. I had just secured a once in a lifetime opportunity, a second answered prayer that required me to move to another country to pursue higher education. I tried everything to go with my baby. I did emails, made calls, sought connections, but nothing literally worked. And just like that, our breastfeeding journey ended abruptly and ceremoniously. Lensmates, if I tell you I was judged and harshly. Supported? Yeah, only by a few, and I can count them on one hand. I battled self doubt. I asked myself, am I failing as a mother? Should I have tried harder? What kind of woman leaves her baby? And then came the part that nobody warned me about. After I left my baby, I struggled with full, painful, tender breasts, even though I had taken medication to dry the milk while I was taking that flight. But my body didn't know that my heart was grieving. I would cry in the bathroom, squeezing out milk as it poured down the shower's drain. These golden drops that flow and flow that was meant for my baby, it felt like I was pouring out my pain, drop by drop. That was my reality. It was lonely and it was hard. These are the things that don't make it into the baby books or the hospital brochures, but they are real and they carry a mental toll. So many mothers silently carry the emotional weight of interrupted breastfeeding journeys. And it can open a door to anxiety, to depression, and deep feelings of guilt and grief. Breastfeeding and mental health are deeply connected. And if we don't talk about that, we risk leaving mothers behind just when they need us the most. Let me give you some examples. And if you are from this side of the continent, I know some of these scenarios will hit home. So, you are told breast is best. Ya mama ni tamu. But at work, there is no nursing room. You are hiding behind a lasso in the storeroom or squatting behind the reception desk, hoping no one walks in while you're pumping with your manual pump that sounds like you're fixing a bicycle. Think about that. In other hand, you deliver at a facility where no one checks on whether your baby latched properly. When you ask for help, the nurse says, "You are a woman. You will figure it out." Or worse, you deliver via C-section in a government hospital and you have to shuffle down the hallway to find your baby in the nursery because there is no rooming in. What about this teacher or a bank teller? And when they ask for a pumping break, the supervisor looks at them like, you and your personal issues. See, you just formula feed. Ain't that an option? It happens. Or you're told to express at home and store it. But there is no fridge, there is no cooler bag, and no power. And when power goes out maybe at midday, now you're wondering if the milk you just struggled to express or pump is safe or sour. Yes, these are the struggles that mom go through every single day. You finally manage to get the hang of it, and then your community tells you you're breastfeeding too much. The baby will get too attached. Others say, hey, you are still breastfeeding. Aren't you tired? And just like that, you are caught between the science, the society, and the silence, and the struggle. This year's World Breastfeeding Week theme says, prioritize breastfeeding, create sustainable support systems. And I feel this theme deep in my bones. Because when we say support, we don't mean just lip service. We mean paid maternity leave, not just 3 months and a guilt trip. We also mean workplaces that have proper nursing rooms, not converted rooms that had no work, that were an afterthought. We mean health workers who encourage and educate, not shame. And we also mean fathers, partners, and families who understand and participate, not spectate. Last but not least, we also mean policies that walk the talk and actually put mothers first. So, it's not just about awareness. We already know that breastfeeding is great. It's about action, about building workspaces, health systems, and communities that don't just encourage breastfeeding, but actually make it possible. To the woman who breastfed for 2 years, and the one who didn't get a chance to start at all, and to that mom who cried in the shower as her milk ran down the drain, to the mom whose mental health was shaken by silent grief. I see you. I hear you. I am you. And today, I speak for us, for all the mothers doing their best in systems that often forget us. So this World Breastfeeding Week, let's go beyond slogans. Let's push for real change. Let's build workplaces, health facilities, and homes that don't just say we support mothers, but actually show it. So, if you have a story, whether joyful or painful, just like mine, I'd love to hear it. Drop a message, share your truth. Let's break the silence and build something better together. Adios!